about our weather this morning, if you're going to need an umbrella or things for rain, as we check in with Fox 10 News meteorologist Jennifer Lambers. Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, and so the rain gear, you have a decent chance of not needing it heading into today, but I always like to play it safe.
Yeah.
Just in case, even if you're on the road, it's best just to have it in the car. But the good news, after today, you can put it away. Yeah, so that's going to be the good news, is that we're going to be staying dry beginning tomorrow through midweek next week.
Quite the change.
Quite the change. Not feeling like fall, however. But let's go ahead and take a deeper dive at what we are tracking out there right now and what we're expecting. And so conditions across the southeast, it's nice out there currently. We're dry, mainly just seeing some of those offshore showers. And it's really only going to be closer towards coastal Mississippi that we're starting to see some of that. So looking in closer, you can start to see some of those isolated showers just approaching closer towards Pascagoula. But even then, with this radar loop, you can start to see that some of that red, we're seeing less of it. And so this is already beginning to weaken as it continues that approach closer towards the coastline. Elsewhere, calm and quiet to begin for today. But those rain chances, they're going to continue to stay isolated as we get closer towards lunchtime. The best shot coming later on into this afternoon. But even then, it's that 20% chance. And so as we do take a look at the rain chances, really this should say for today, the rain coverage is going to be that 20% range, highest closer towards the coastline. So really central to southern Mobile, Baldwin counties, the Florida Panhandle. Even in that map is pretty generous. Just keep that rain gear handy in case you see something heading into today. But again, just make sure that you're still giving your lawn and your plants plenty of love, as you will likely not see much, especially for our inland counties heading into today. As mentioned, we will turn dry starting tomorrow, but I'll talk more about your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Sarah.
Several Mobile students getting some national attention. We'll tell you their names so you can congratulate them as well. Our current time, 5:41. Let's check in again with Jennifer.
And taking a live look outside over downtown Mobile, things are calm and quiet so far to begin for this morning. Not even seeing many cars out there in case you're heading out anytime soon. Those temperatures resting in the lower 70s, but expecting some warmer days ahead of us. I'll be talking more about your forecast details coming up when we come back. Taking another look at your forecast, and look at that. We are slowly starting to introduce some of that sunshine down in Orange Beach. Things look beautiful as we are starting off for this morning. I'm sure that those colors will only turn more vibrant as we make our way later on into the morning. Now, just a reminder, right now is a great time to download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated with the forecast. And in case you're doing anything outdoors, you'll always get those push alert notifications, whether heavy rain, lightning is in the area. Plus also, once we're going to start to see some of those clear conditions over the next few days and into the weekend, we want to see what you guys are doing. Send us your photos, send us your videos, anything cool that you see out there, anything pretty that you want to share with us. You can always just scroll down and press the submit your pics and videos. That way you can share with us. We love to share them with others on air and online. But let's go ahead and talk more about your forecast. And in case you're interested in heading to the Baldwin County Fair heading into tonight, the good news is that conditions are really going to be looking nice. We're going to be looking at the potential for partly cloudy skies closer towards 5 o'clock, the dinner time hour, once those gates are opening. And then by 7 p.m. we're dipping down into the upper 70s, mid 70s by 9, mostly clear skies, calm and quiet. Looking nice for this evening. Now, taking a look at our futurecast, we do have the isolated chances to see some of those pop-up showers heading into today. The good news is that you have a higher chance of not seeing anything. Now, the rain coverage will continue to stay higher closer towards our coastline, especially for our Florida beaches closer towards lunchtime heading into today. And then by early afternoon, it wants to bring some of that coverage closer towards our Mississippi counties. But again, you'll have a decent shot of not seeing that and just seeing some of that sunshine heading into today. Mainly just keep that rain gear handy, especially if you're on the west side of Mobile Bay later on for this evening, just in case you see one of those. But the good news, rain chances drop off after today. Now, temperatures heading into this afternoon, maxing out mid to upper 80s, the lower 90s out there. We're still going to be feeling a little bit on the warm side. Some of that higher humidity still lingering, but the rip current is down at our local beaches. It's low today, tomorrow, Friday, and even if you're looking for something to do heading into this this weekend, continuing to stay low and calm. That surf height right around 1 foot. And Francine did drop down our water temperatures just a little bit, resting in the lower 80s. Now, additional things that you can look forward to in case you want something to do this weekend. The Eastern Shore Farmers Market taking place at the Eastern Shore Center. Now, this is a new event, so the very first day that it's taking place is going to be this Saturday. It's going to be feeling pleasant to start off on Saturday morning. Temperatures upper 70s, seeing some of that sunshine. We will continue to warm up heading into the afternoon, but most importantly, staying dry for any of those weekend plans. And tracking the tropics, we do have the remnants of Gordon in the central Atlantic. Moderate chances to develop over the next 7 days, but Futurecast models just leaning towards that development staying in the central Atlantic. However, this feature right here, low chances to develop over the next 7 days just in the southwestern Caribbean. The reason for those chances so low, that 7-day limitation. If we had a few more days tacked onto that, then we will likely see those numbers go up. We'll continue to monitor and keep you updated. Be cautious what you see and share on social media. Always check that timestamp. If it's over 7 days out, just go ahead, don't share it, because those tend to exaggerate on some of those Futurecast models. Now, here's a look at your full 7-day outlook. 20% chance of showers today. They drop off tomorrow. We're clear, sunny, and dry heading into the weekend, with temperatures just slightly above average, but some beautiful days are ahead. I'll talk more about your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Here's a live view outside in Fairhope, and take a look at the moonlight reflecting on Mobile Bay there. It is beautiful with that full harvest moon really showing off to begin for this morning. I'll talk more about your forecast, plus more Fox 10 News is on the way on the other side of this break.
Also this morning, more news from Capitol Hill. Lawmakers are working to address the high cost of prescription drugs. We're going to talk about that in our next hour. First, though, it is 5:56 and time to check in with Jen.
And also continuing to monitor your forecast. A very isolated chance to see some of those showers heading into today, possibly a thunderstorm, but only 20%. So you have a much higher chance of not seeing anything. And then rain chances drop off after today. But I'll be breaking down more of your forecast details coming up in our 6 a.m. hour.